Have you ever stared into your cat's eyes after they scratched you, knocked over your favorite mug, or ignored you all day, and wondered, wait, do they even feel bad? Or maybe you're the one who accidentally hurt their feelings. And now you're left asking, how do I say sorry to my cat without looking like a complete fool? Here's the truth. Your cat does have a way of apologizing. You just need to learn their secret language. And today, you're going to unlock it. This video holds the proof that your cat feels more than you think. And not only will you discover how cats say, I'm sorry, but you'll also learn how to apologize to them the right way without being hissed at. But first, real talk. And hey, subscribe to the channel. Why? Because we're the cozy corner of the internet where cat whispers become superpowers. Okay, fine, maybe not as life-changing as discovering your cat's secret diary, but close. Smash that button, join the Fluff Squad, and let's dive in. Or else, I'll tell your cat you said no to treats. Subscribe now. How cat emotions really work. Let's bust a myth wide open. Cats aren't emotionless little mystery boxes. They're complex, deeply feeling creatures. They just happen to wear their poker face better than most of us. Like humans, cats feel love, joy, sadness, frustration, even loneliness. But they express all of this in subtle, often misunderstood ways. Ever had your cat purr while nudging against your leg? Curl up silently near your feet without asking for anything? Those are not accidents. Those are love letters, written in fur. When a cat is happy, it shows in the most heartwarming ways. Rolling over, belly up in total trust. Frolicking with a toy like a kitten again. Or simply purring beside you, asking for nothing but your presence. That's the feline version of, I'm happy because you exist. Yeah, I told you we were getting emotional here, but wait, what happens when they're not okay? Yes, cats get sad. 2, you might not see your cat cry, but they do mourn. Whether it's a lost companion, moving to a new place, or just being away from their human for too long. Cats feel emotional pain, and they show it through withdrawal, loss of interest in play, or avoiding touch. A viewer once shared with us, when I went away for 2 weeks, my cat refused to look at me when I returned. She just sat by the door, facing away from me, like she was saying, you left. And I noticed. Let that sink in. If your cat isn't playing like they used to, or they suddenly seem distant, they might be hurting, emotionally, deeply. So yeah, this video matters, because this isn't just about cat behavior. It's about building trust, healing bonds, and understanding the unspoken. What about cat anger? Oh yes, cats get mad too. And when they do, they're not shy about showing it. Hissing? Classic. Biting? Possibly. Knocking everything off your shelf at 2 a.m.? That's a full-on feline tantrum. Triggers vary, from routine disruptions to bad vibes with another pet, to you ignoring their dinner schedule. Anger in cats often stems from confusion or unmet needs. But here's the golden rule. Don't take it personally. Take it as a signal. They're not being bad. They're trying to communicate, loudly, with claws if needed. Do cats know they misbehaved? Now for the juicy part. Do cats actually know when they did something wrong? Short answer. Cats don't operate in the world of right or wrong. So when they break your favorite vase or dig their claws into the couch, they're not plotting revenge or feeling guilty. But, and here's the twist, they absolutely know when you're upset. They don't understand morality, but they do read your face, your voice, your energy. So while Mr. Whiskers might not know why scratching the sofa is bad, he can tell you're not pleased. And he reacts, sometimes with silence, sometimes by hiding, sometimes with what looks a lot like an apology. And we're about to decode exactly what that looks like in the next section. Don't go anywhere, because next, we reveal the exact behaviors cats use to say, I'm sorry, and how you can apologize in return, with dignity intact. Like this video if it's already blowing your mind. Comment below if your cat has ever done something suspiciously guilty. And if you're still here, well, you're awesome, just like your cat. How cats read our emotions better than most humans. You may think you're great at hiding your emotions. But your cat, they've already cracked your code. Yep, to them, you're an open book. They know when you're happy. They know when you're mad. And they definitely know when you're about to yell, "What did you do?" But how? Because your cat is watching and listening. Studies show cats are incredibly sensitive to the tone of your voice. When you speak in that sweet, playful tone, like when you're about to serve dinner or snuggle, your cat associates that with safety, love, and good vibes. But the second your voice shifts, maybe sharper, louder, more tense, they notice, and it changes everything. They also study your face like it's a puzzle they're solving. According to research from the University of Bari in Italy, cats can recognize facial gestures. A smile, comforting, a furrowed brow, uh-oh, tension detected. So while your cat might not understand why you're mad, they definitely know that you are. And here's the twist. They adapt. If you frown every time they claw the curtains, they start associating that act with your reaction. They don't know it's wrong, but they learn it feels bad when you're mad. And because they love their little bond with you, they'll try to fix it. Sometimes in the cutest, sneakiest, most subtle ways. Can cats really say, "I'm sorry"? Now that we know your cat can read your emotional mood like a favorite bedtime story, you're probably wondering, can my cat actually apologize? Well, kinda. But not in the way you're thinking. Cats don't feel guilt like we do. So don't expect Mr. Whiskers to walk in with sad puppy eyes, holding an apology card in his paw. Ain't happening. But here's the magic. Even without guilt, cats know when you're upset. And they don't like it. So what do? They reconnect. They'll nuzzle. They'll rub up against you. They might even curl beside you or bring you a toy. It's their own way of saying, "I miss our good vibes. Let's be okay again." Even the most aloof, fiercely independent cats deeply care about their connection with you. They may act cool, like they don't need anyone, but when you're distant, it bothers them. And that's where their unique apology methods come in. So no, your cat doesn't feel sorry the way we do. But yes, they absolutely try to fix it when something feels off, because your bond means something to them. Or, stay with me. We're about to reveal the apology signals. Coming up next, 9 specific ways cats apologize to you. These are the clearest clues that your cat is trying to reconnect, even if they don't know what sorry means. But before we uncover the cutest feline peace offerings, can I ask you a little favor? If this video has already helped you understand your cat better, tap that like button. Leave a comment if your cat has ever done something mischievous, and then acted all sweet 5 minutes later. And don't forget to subscribe. Help us grow the Paws and Whiskers family and spread this furry wisdom far and wide. Thanks a million, truly. Now, let's get to those cat apologies. 1. The power of the purr. Let's start with a classic. If humans had a universal sound for peace, love, and let's make up, it would be purring. When your cat has just been naughty, maybe a little too feisty with your plants or your toes, and suddenly you hear a long, deep purr, that's not random. Purring is your cat's emotional olive branch. It's how they say, "I want to feel good again. I want you to feel good again." Sure, cats purr when they're comfy, but when it happens right after some drama, it's probably a peace offering. They're not saying "I'm sorry" in words. They're vibrating an apology straight into your heart. But that's just one way they try to fix the rift. We'll talk about headbutts, gifs, yes, even the gross ones, and slow blinks. It gets even cuter. Trust me. Stick around, because you don't want to miss the next signs your cat is whispering, "Let's be friends again." Final reminder. If this made you smile, laugh, or feel just a little closer to your cat, hit that like. Tell us your cat's weirdest post-mischief behavior. And of course, subscribe. Because who else is going to translate cat logic into love stories? Plus, we're 98% sure your cat wants you to. Probably. 2. The slow blink of forgiveness. Let's start with one of the most subtle, beautiful signs of feline affection, the slow blink. In cat language, slow blinking is like sending a love letter, with their eyes. When they stare at you and slowly close their eyes, especially after doing something naughty, that's not a coincidence. It's your cat whispering, "I trust you. I hope we're still good. Please forget the shattered vase." It's their quiet way of saying, "I know I was a little rascal, but I still love you." So next time your cat blinks slowly at you after mischief, blink back. That's the language of peace. 3. Licking or nuzzling, grooming as an apology. If your cat starts licking your hand or gently nuzzling your face post-disaster, congratulations, you've just received a feline apology wrapped in a grooming session. In the wild, mutual grooming strengthens bonds between cats. So when your kitty starts giving you those sweet licks, especially after being a little chaos goblin, it's their way of saying, "Hey, we're still family, right?" You may not love that sandpaper tongue on your face, but emotionally, it's pure gold. Forehead bumps of peace. You know those little forehead bumps your cat gives you? They're not just being cute. They're marking you with love. Each bump deposits pheromones, a signal that says, "You're mine, I belong to you, we're good." So if your cat headbutts you right after scratching your couch to shreds, that's not just a greeting. That's an olive branch. That's feline diplomacy in action. Just so, Part 5. Making biscuits, aka kneading your soul. Ah, yes. The ancient art of making biscuits. When your cat starts kneading you with their little paws, especially after mischief, it's not random. This adorable behavior traces back to kittenhood when they kneaded their mother's belly for milk. So when they knead you after doing something naughty, they're saying, "You comfort me, and I hope I comfort you too. Also, sorry about the whole knocking your water over thing." It's a two-way hug made with paws. 6. Showing the belly, the ultimate vulnerability. The belly, the holy grail of feline trust. When a cat rolls over and shows you their soft, unprotected tummy, that's a big deal, especially after they've caused chaos. This isn't just a nap position. It's a gesture that says, "I trust you. I'm vulnerable. Let's start fresh." They're not saying sorry. They're saying something deeper. "I'm safe with you even when we mess up." 7. The apology gift, sometimes gross, always sweet. You ever found a dead mouse in your room? Or maybe a feather, a sock, a chewed-up toy? It may seem random or disturbing, but it's not. It's a gift. And in the feline world, gift-giving is bonding. That gift might just be their way of saying, "You were mad. So here's something I hunted for you. We cool now?" Sure, it's unsettling sometimes. But the meaning? Pure cat heart. 8. Tail-up approach, the quiet reconciliation. If your cat comes up to you after mischief, tail high like a little fuzzy flag, that's a power move. A cat with its tail up is saying, "I'm open. I still want connection. Don't shut me out." It may seem simple, but this tail posture is emotionally loaded. It's vulnerability, it's friendliness, it's feline forgiveness, and a request for yours. So if they approach you this way, don't miss the moment. The 9, let's play, their most joyful apology. Sometimes, your cat won't blink or nuzzle or gift you a mouse. Instead, they bring you a toy. They run circles around you. They invite you to play. This is their way of saying, "Let's reset. Let's laugh. Let's not fight." Because for cats, play isn't just fun. It's healing. It's connection. And yes, it's one of the most heartfelt "I'm sorry" gestures they can give. So, do cats really apologize? Truth bomb. Cats don't understand apology in human terms, but what they do understand is connection. And when that connection feels off, they'll try everything to fix it. From blinks, to bumps, to biscuits, to belly rolls. Your cat speaks with their actions, and those actions say, "I care. Let's move forward." What if you mess up? Okay, plot twist. What happens when you mess up? Maybe you accidentally stepped on their tail, or yelled during a rough day, or forgot dinner. Gasp. You feel guilty. You want to fix it. But how do you apologize to your cat? That's exactly what we're going to explore. And trust me, your cat will appreciate the effort. But first, if you've smiled, nodded, or teared up at any of these cat apology signs, drop a comment below and tell us, which one is your cat's go-to move? Hit that like button for every biscuit your cat's ever needed on you. And subscribe, not just for us, but for the sake of understanding your feline better than ever. Also, if your cat knew how, they'd totally hit that bell icon. Just saying. How to say "I'm sorry" to your cat and have them believe it. So here's the big question you've probably asked after accidentally stepping on a tail or yelling too loud during a stressful moment. How do I tell my cat I'm sorry? And even more importantly, will they get it? Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could change the way you and your cat heal misunderstandings forever. Here's the truth. Cats aren't humans. They don't understand apologies the way we do, but they absolutely understand your intentions. Cats are intelligent, emotionally tuned-in creatures with their own rules of engagement. So when you mess up, and it happens to all of us, the goal isn't to say sorry in English. The goal is to reconnect, to say with your actions, "I didn't mean to hurt you. You're safe. I still love you." That's the apology your cat will feel, and that's the one they'll accept when the timing is right. The timing is everything. Don't chase the apology. Let's say you just stepped on their tail by accident. They bolt under the couch. Your instinct is to rush over and cuddle them, right? Stop right there. Chasing your cat in that moment can actually make things worse. They're in panic mode. Your approach might feel more like a threat than a comfort. Before you apologize, observe. Look at their body language. Tail tucked, back arched, ears flat. Those are all signs that your cat is still on high alert. They need space. They need time to cool down, just like we do. But here's the good news. When their ears relax, their body posture softens, and their tail lifts up again. That's your window. That's your moment to reconnect. The right way to apologize to your cat. Once your cat is calm and showing signs they're ready to engage, you can apologize. And here's how to do it right. Use a soft, soothing voice. Let them hear your warmth. Blink slowly while speaking. That's cat speak for "I come in peace." Offer treats, not as a bribe, but as a peace offering, a way to rebuild trust. Stay low. Sit or lie down at their level. Let them come to you. This isn't about guilt. This is about healing. You're telling your cat through every gesture, "You matter to me. I care how you feel." And the best part? They understand it, emotionally. How long do cats stay mad? It's short, unless you cross a line. Here's some relief for your cat parent's soul. Most cats don't hold grudges. Research shows cats have short-term memories that last about 16 hours when it comes to one-off negative experiences. So if you made a mistake, gave them space, and showed them kindness afterward, they'll let it go. No guilt tripping, no dramatic ghosting. Just moving on. But here comes the serious part. Cats also have associative memories. That means if mistreatment is repeated, verbal, emotional, or physical, they remember. for life. Not because they're holding a grudge, but because they're protecting themselves. If your cat starts associating you with fear, pain, or unpredictability, you stop being safe. And once that bond is broken, it's incredibly hard to repair. So yes, accidents are forgiven. But patterns, they're remembered. That's why small moments of kindness, comfort, and reconnection matter. They build the foundation your cat learns to trust. Now, we'll wrap it all together. How to maintain trust, build unbreakable bonds, and create a home where both you and your cat feel seen, safe, and cherished. Don't miss it. Because if you truly love your cat, what's coming next will deepen your relationship forever. Before we move on, tell us, have you ever had to say sorry to your cat? What did they do in response? We'd love to hear your stories in the comments. Like this video if your cat has ever made you feel guilty without saying a single word. And of course, subscribe if you haven't yet. Because let's be honest, this channel is basically a cat therapy hotline, and it's free. Also, if your cat knew how YouTube worked, they'd be subscribed too. Probably. Has your cat forgiven you? Here's how to tell. So, you made a mistake. You stepped on a tail, raised your voice, or took them to the vet, and now your cat is acting a little off. You're left wondering, did they forgive me? Or worse, do they still trust me? The answer lies not in words, but in body language. Start by observing. If your cat is still avoiding you, hiding under furniture, or ducking away when you walk into a room, they're not quite over it yet. And that's okay. Cats need time and space to process emotional disruptions, just like us. Look for key signs of lingering mistrust. A tucked tail, flattened ears, or rigid, hunched posture when you're near. These are your cat's quiet ways of saying, I'm still unsure, I need more time. But don't panic, because when the tide begins to turn, you'll notice it. They'll reappear, they'll relax around you, and eventually, they'll rub against you, purr, or curl up beside you again. That moment, that's your redemption arc. Your cat has moved on, and your bond, it's still alive. Biki or no hugs, no kisses, not yet. We get it. You love your cat, and after hurting them, even by accident, your heart screams, I need to make this right. But here's the catch. That emotional hug, that dramatic kiss on the forehead, don't, doctor. At least, not right away. To your cat, your face suddenly up close or arms wrapped around them might not feel like comfort. It might feel like an ambush. Remember, you're a giant in their world. Instead, speak softly. Keep your movements gentle. Let them come to you when they're ready. Respect is the real apology. How to apologize after a stressful vet visit. Let's be honest. Few things are as traumatic for a cat as the dreaded vet trip. Between the carrier, the car ride, the poking and prodding, it's a sensory overload. And when they come home, they may not run into your arms like a movie reunion scene. They might be distant, on edge, even a little mad. Here's how to make amends. Create a safe space. Keep things quiet and familiar. Avoid sudden changes. No extra visitors, loud music, or disruptions. Use calming pheromone sprays. These mimic the scent signals cats naturally produce to feel safe and mark peaceful territory. Stick to routines. Feed them at their usual times. Keep things predictable. And if your cat's anxiety is high, talk to your vet. They can suggest gentle calming aids or medication to help reduce post-vet stress. The key here isn't to overcompensate. It's to reassure. Let your cat re-establish their rhythm with your quiet, steady support. Warning: things that can break your cat's trust. Now, let's talk prevention. Because sometimes, we unintentionally do things that chip away at trust. And rebuilding trust with a cat takes time. So it's better to not break it in the first place. Here are some surprisingly common actions that could damage your relationship with your feline friend. Forcing nail trims when they're clearly distressed, insisting they interact with guests when they're hiding under the bed, ignoring their body language when they're uncomfortable, frequently exposing them to loud, jarring noises or unfamiliar environments. You might not mean harm, but to your cat, it can feel like a breach of safety. Remember, cats thrive on autonomy, control, and predictability. Take those away repeatedly, and they'll protect themselves the only way they know how, by withdrawing. But when you honor their boundaries, listen to their cues, and give them agency, you become their safe place again, and that's more valuable than any apology. We've explored cat apologies, human apologies, and everything in between. Now it's time to bring it all home, with the most powerful truth about the cat-human bond. Don't miss the upcoming It's the Heart of this entire journey. Before you go, drop a comment. Has your cat ever needed space after a vet trip or stressful event? How did you rebuild trust? Like this video if you've ever felt like your cat silently judged you, because let's be real, they probably did. And yes, you guessed it. Subscribe. Not for us. Not even for YouTube. Do it for your cat. They deserve a human who's this committed to understanding them. What not to do. Actions that destroy trust. Let's get honest. Even with the best intentions, some of our behaviors can unintentionally break our cat's trust, like constantly picking them up when they clearly don't want it. You may think it's adorable, cradling them like a baby, but if they're wriggling, freezing, or trying to escape, they're not enjoying it. And forcing physical affection sends the wrong message, or worse, yelling, punishing, or, in heartbreaking cases, physical harm. Let's be clear. Anger doesn't teach a cat to behave. It only teaches them to fear you, and fear kills trust faster than any accident ever will. How to show your cat you still love them. So how do you show love after you've made a mistake, or when they're still unsure of you? Start simple. Start soft. Speak to them gently. Let them come to you on their timeline. Don't rush it. Use treats wisely, not as bribes, but as little bridges of trust. Play with them. Interactive play isn't just fun, it's therapy. It builds confidence, releases stress, and reminds them that you're safe. Most importantly, be present. Sit beside them. Pet them if they allow it. Nap near them. Just exist with them. Cats bond through presence, not grand gestures. If you're always out, always distracted, or only engage when you want something, they'll feel that. But if you show up for them day after day, quietly, gently, lovingly, they'll notice that too. The truth about apologies and what your cat really understands. Let's end on a powerful truth. Cats don't understand sorry the way humans do. They don't have a moral compass that says, "You hurt me, but I forgive you." But that doesn't mean they're cold or indifferent. They understand feelings, energy, tone, gentleness. When your cat approaches you again, rubs against your leg, curls beside you, blinks slowly, they're not speaking words, but they're saying everything. I feel safe again. I want to be okay with you. And when you're the one who's messed up, you don't need to say sorry with words. Say it with kindness. Say it with your presence. Say it with your heart. Because cats don't need a spoken apology. They need to feel it. And when they do, they forgive. In their own quiet, powerful, beautiful way. One last thing before you go. You've just learned everything about feline apologies, how they show them, how to earn forgiveness, and how to rebuild trust that runs deeper than words. But there's so much more to discover, like the 20 signs that your cat can't bear to be apart from you. If you've ever wondered whether your cat's clinginess means true love, you need to see what's in the next video. Just click on the screen now and continue your journey into the beautiful, mysterious world of cats with me. Before you click away, like this video if you've ever felt your cat forgive you without a single meow. Drop a comment with your favorite "My cat accepted my apology" moment. And of course, subscribe. Why? Because this isn't just a channel. It's a cozy corner of the internet where every cat has a voice, every meow has meaning, and every human becomes just a little more fluent in feline. Also, we give out imaginary cat treats for every new subscriber. Don't tell the vet. Hee hee.